Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's me, Double. This is Double D Guitar. I'd love to thank Lekato because they've really been a great supporter of the channel for the past few months. They've sent a number of incredible items my way. None of them are wildly expensive, so I do not feel bad about telling you about any of them. They're telling me they have these new dongles, the JW-06 from Lekato wireless guitar system. As you can see from the box, it comes with a charger pack and a receiver and transmitter set. One of the bonus options of this set is that it's in the 5.8 megahertz range. You know, maybe a little less latency for us guitarists, us instrumental players. There is going to be less interference, like you're in a bar and you've done your sound check, and there's not a lot of people in there using their phones connecting to the local Wi-Fi, all right? And your wireless is working fine. All of a sudden, 100, 200 people come in and all of their phones are trying to connect to that Wi-Fi on that 2.4 system. You're going to be getting squashed by their phones, and all of a sudden your 2.4 system might have some dropouts. Or even in your own house, maybe you are the kind of player that sits at your desk and you're real close to your Wi-Fi system. I am pretty close to all of my Wi-Fi stuff. It's not a big place. So I have a lot of trouble if I don't have a strong connection between my receiver and my transmitter. Well, the Lekato JW-06 series of wireless gear is 5.8 and is not going to really get interference from your 2.4 Wi-Fi system. And if you do happen to have 5.8, you're going to have many more frequencies in that range. I don't know how else to describe it, but the road is loaded up with lanes. Look at that little guy. It's itty bitty. Those little guys are able to navigate that road a lot better when there's that many lanes. Whereas the 2.4 range, once there starts to be a lot of drivers, you start to get some congestion. You know what I mean? It's nice to have options. I generally like to have a set of 5.8s and 2.4s at a gig and a wire, just because. So in order for this whole system to work, you do have to charge up the pack. The nice thing is that the dongles will also charge while the pack is charging. You don't have to wait for the charging pack or the charging station to finish charging before it charges up the dongles. It will charge the dongles at the same time. And the really cool thing is it has an output. You can also be charging another set of dongles or almost anything else at the same time. So while I have that going, I can have my in-ear monitors charging up. Let's say my transmitter is almost dead. So now that's charging. My wireless stuff is charging. So you get a receiver and a transmitter, or in other words, one that you're going to have in the guitar transmitting, sending info, and then one that's receiving the information, and that will go to your first pedal or to your amplifier. The really cool thing is that I don't have to concentrate on which is which. It's got the word, of course, but it also has a little box there. So I know that goes to something, and I know that that guitar-shaped one goes right to my guitar. So on a dark stage, real easy to tell what's what. You can pop these right in, put them on top of your amp, charge them up while you're waiting for the gig to happen. Here at my place, I've had this sitting right on top of the interface. As I'm charging the pack up, the lights light up. I'm pretty sure that once the pack is charged up, you can actually turn off the charging process. They do recommend that if you haven't charged everything up in 2 months, that you should probably do so. Turning these guys on and off is real easy. You just hold the Lekato logo down for a second, about 2 seconds maybe. Hold the other one down. When they're not paired, they'll blink. For example, if I turn this one off, this one will start blinking. It'll say, hey, I got a problem. Something's not right. Turn the other one on. In order to pair the device, you tap one of the devices twice and touch the other one twice. They will pair right up. That's in case you receive them and they're not paired up, or you want to add units to these. Mine were paired up as soon as I pulled them out of the box. Really cool thing too about these is here on the guitar one, I can touch it once and it's going to change the channel within the 5.8 range. Let's just say you are having a little bit of interference at your gig or where you are. Touch it one time and it's going to blink. The amount of times that the unit blinks will represent what channel it's on. So when it blinks 4 times like that, it's on channel 4. When it blinks just once, it's on channel 1. So that's real easy to do because that's on the transmitter side. Real easy while you're standing there with your guitar to just change the channels. They lock right back up. So next, let's give a listen to these guys against the cable. So I really can't hear a difference between the wire and the JW-06 from Lekato. Just as I couldn't hear a difference between a wire and the WS80 set. And what's great is this JW set comes with that charging station, so I can charge my other dongles or charge your phone, charge anything. It has 2 amps output and it's handy. Yeah, that's definitely going to be going on vacation with me because that's very handy to have, to be able to charge up a couple of different things from one spot and have my wireless dongles be ready to go at any given moment, right? So the question is a 5.8 set right for you? Maybe, maybe not. Are you a gigging musician and you've been at gigs and you've been in venues and one night your wireless set is working great and then the next night it's just dropping out on you all the time? If you're 2.4, it might be because of the situation where the club has the same thing going on. They have a Wi-Fi that's in 2.4, and as soon as the venue fills up with a whole bunch of cell phones and people trying to take pictures and get on the internet and do all that stuff, they're just stepping all over your dongles, and that can hurt your performance. It can hurt your performance really badly if anybody steps on your dongle, really. You don't want that happening. But the option to then pop in another dongle set that's in 5.8 and then won't get squished by the venue's Wi-Fi or by your own Wi-Fi if you're sitting in a little place like I am right now. Having the option, if you start to hear dropouts, then it's probably something that you should consider. I don't like using a cable, and I don't like using batteries, so the fact that this is rechargeable and will charge up other things that I have that I don't use batteries in but can have around, that's a very cool thing. So if this is your kind of thing and you like this kind of content, please feel free to subscribe below. Doesn't cost you anything. Hit the like button, and that's a great way to show Lekato that you think this is a pretty cool little setup, the JW-06 that they have sent my way for me to tell you about. So don't miss another video. Make sure you ring that bell. You'll get notified there from YouTube when I put up another video. I'm going to be heading out on a little bit of a vacation, but I'll have a couple of videos pop up during that time. So hit that bell so that you don't miss any of them. And I know I'll be taking the JW-06s with me. Probably their wireless, their wireless in-ear set that they have. Great little thing to have so that I can play quietly or listen to music, do whatever I'm doing quietly and not bother the people that I'm on vacation with, all right? Thank you guys for being here, and thank you, Lekato, for continuing to send such really cool items for me to tell you all about. I'll see you on the next one, all right? Thank you.